All right. That's it.
Only one mess up, Chase, and it was the name that everyone else also messed up. So I think I should get a pass.
It was a pass, just barely.
What is this energy today? I showed up and you're like, do the recap. Don't mess up. Ooh, you messed up. That was a mid recap, actually. Tori, why don't you just go
I'm just feeling
home?
sassy, Tori.
I can't with you.
Good evening, fellow geeks. You guys are currently sliding down a slide. Whee! I'm told me how to do slide sound effects. What other sound do you hear on a slide, Katie, other than wee?
You do the shoosh sound.
Oh, that's pretty good. Well, that's better than the wee.
Chase, can you make the sound of like when your bare thighs get stuck to the slide and it starts squeaking?
No, because I will crawl out of my skin.
Izzy's doing
that's so good.
That's really good.
That was amazing.
Gave me shivers. Chase, it was so good.
You should learn from Izzy.
I don't want to give myself the shivers.
Maybe if you did it yourself, it wouldn't be the shivers.
Maybe. That's true.
Kind of like how you can't tickle yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Chase probably could somehow.
I'm really ticklish. That's true. That's too much information about me on the internet.
Okay, sorry.
So we're playing Pathfinder. So you guys just talked to the speaker of Sverrir, the tree. Y'all made an oath. All of you except for one who made a fake oath. Everybody look at Tori.
Oath. Who could that be? What?
A oath.
As far as the tree speaker knows, it was a totally legitimate oath.
That's true. But we know. And that's all that matters.
I just wanted options, okay, Chase?
Now, Crunk, you're gigantic and sliding down the slide. I think, is everybody sliding on you, or you just went first?
Crunk has Rue, coddled, and then Rue has Nocturne coddled, because, reminder for listeners, Lady Nocturne is still a cat. Like a literal house cat. And probably will be for several more episodes.
Did you think you would spend half the season in cat form?
When I pitched the idea to Chase of that being my family curse, I was not expecting it to be. I thought it would be like a joke at the end of a session would last for a little bit, but it's been an interesting challenge.
All right. Well, now I want an actual plushie of that. But you guys are going down the slide. Going down for a very long time, very fast. It's either terrifying or fun, depending on your tolerance for adrenaline rush activities. So it's it's a good time. The forest spirit is on your head, Crunk, as you're going down the slide, and it's kind of just dramatically spinning over your head as you're sliding down. Yes, Katie, do you have a question?
How long is the slide?
The slide lasts probably for a solid 5 minutes.
So we're real dizzy by the bottom,
Yeah, it's a gentle spiral. It's not like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. The forest spirit's kind of over-exaggerating.
But still, for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Circling the drain for 5 minutes? Yeah.
No, thank you.
So, you guys finally reach the bottom. And let's go ahead and let's go to a new map, shall we?
Oh, there's blood here, and I don't like this map.
So, you guys get to the end of the slide, and you launch towards the ground. To the point where it would maybe be deadly, but you feel suddenly some kind of magical force kind of catches you and gently sets you down on a big rock that does have blood smeared all over it.
My guess is if we had not promised to the tree, it would have just let us become blood splatters.
In this room, it's unnaturally lit. There's a dim light lighting the area. It smells kind of like wet stone. You can't see where the light source is coming from. And aside from just kind of being in a rocky, cavernous room, the only other things you notice besides the blood are there are a pair of golden shears on the rock right here ahead of you. And there's also probably a good 16 ghosts along the walls that are watching all of you. They are of different ancestries and sizes. All of them look like different sorts of soldiers, and they're wielding weapons, but none of the weapons are drawn. And they're all just kind of looking at you unbotheredly.
Crunk cautiously looks around before giving them a polite half bow. Pardon me, but which direction is the way out?
The forest spirit hops off of your head, Crunk, and swirls excitedly above the shears and points at him for you. All of the ghosts, they step forward on either side of the room from the north and south, and they kind of form a line, and they point down a center passage. One of 3.
Rudy, would you mind grabbing those?
Yes, of course.
I would, but I just don't have hands.
We'll talk about that later. Yes.
I'm assuming this is our final key. Our illustrious and extremely competent guide.
The forest spirit nods and dances.
Well, 3 keys. Now we just find our way out of here.
As a reminder, you guys have now found a dagger. Just a common stone dagger. You have found a broken horn from the speaker, like an antler, and you have found these shears.
Do these mean anything to you guys? Like, are these symbolic in some way?
Is there a
Well,
lore that could
This
help me with
would
that?
be a religion.
Could I- Is there any argument I can make for hag lore, Chase?
Yes.
Excellent.
Natural 20.
Crunk.
Whoa.
I'm not even gonna.
Ooh.
Okay, I am gonna roll because it's hag lore, but I won't get better than Crunk.
Ugh.
Unless you get a natural 20 as well.
I got a 33.
I roll bad.
What an excellent question, Jack. These are actually...
These, Crunk, you have heard about these in your religious studies. You heard about them in a lore of Rovagug is where they came up. And it was just like an off topic about things that can break deific bindings, such as the ones that hold Rovagug. And you have heard that there were a group of hags that did create a unassuming pair of shears called the Golden Shears that don't appear to be magical, but they are capable of cutting any binding.
Did I not?
Bruce,
And these look
Did
like them.
I not?
I...
Did I not say that Rovagug had something to do with this? I guess it might.
Ruth,
We'll
Wait a minute.
and
Did
see.
you
We'll wait and see.
actually... Are you doing a bit?
Oh,
No, Tori
I'm
did
saying-
actually
no,
say Rovagug
this
had
was
something
like
to do with
10
it.
million years ago. Jack had this crazy theory that he pitched to Willem, and he's like, what if this is all about breaking out Rovagug? I don't necessarily think that now. I think, well, I don't know. It could be. I guess that could be plot B. Plot A being Willem wants to wipe out all the gods.
Yeah, well, and it was based on that, like 2 seconds of knowledge. It could be that, like, that's what the weavers here are going to ask of us.
Mhm.
That could be their condition.
What
I
if
don't
they're
know why
like
they would
Rovagug?
try and-
Rovagug is the only one who can deal with Willem. Go bust him out of there.
I hate that.
I don't like it either, but we'll find
I
out.
don't like it at all, and I don't think they should have asked me for such a huge favor by first trying to kill my friend and then kidnap my friend.
Yeah,
Can
they haven't
I-
exactly made allies of us.
No.
Yeah.
No. And they're hags, which already drops them 50 points at least in Jack's book. 50 points each, to be clear.
Oh, so
So
okay.
150
Total
total?
of 150. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm curious what Crunk says about this
As-
or this.
Rue is turning to like maybe trim Lady Nocturne's hair
No.
a little bit.
I advise you to not.
My fur is plenty fine.
We could have been a new hairstyle.
You shouldn't just cut things with magical artifacts.
They don't look magical to any of you.
They're magical.
These
Crunk?
look like a pair
They're
of shears.
extremely magical.
What do they do?
These are magical shears that are said to be able to cut through any binding, such as the one holding Rovagug at bay.
Binding? She turns back to Nocturne. Maybe we could, like, cut your curse and put you back to not such a house cat?
I don't know if a curse counts as a binding like
it's
that.
not it's not
Why
exactly
not?
the same thing.
Alright, I suggested a shot, and it was shot down.
It's awfully cavalier of them to leave these lying around.
Well, I think
It's
all
true.
of these are representatives of very powerful items.
So you don't think that these shears are actually the
I
pair?
don't know. Detect magic, Chase?
There is no magic that you can detect on them, but given what you read about them, they would not radiate magic. They do look identical to the ones that you read about in the book. They are made of gold. They are very plain looking, aside from just like very fine rune inscribing on the handles.
Not all artifacts are made to look glamorous, though there should be an inscription here. I look for these runes that you said, Chase.
Yeah, you see them.
Ah, yes, they are here. I'm feeling more and more confident by the moment that these are what we were looking for.
Wonderful.
Well, the next question is, do we trust these spirits to take the center path?
The little forest spirit twirls and is suddenly wearing a little tiny set of armor with a little dagger at their hip, and they go stand in the line.
Pointing
so
to the
very
middle.
cute.
Uh-huh.
I suppose we have. That's our best bet.
So the ghosts have made a little
Procession?
red carpet for us?
Yeah, they're all standing in two lines on like either side of the path here, pointing towards the center
You
path.
said they had weapons, but their demeanor is like chill.
Yep, and their weapons are all sheathed.
Did they have any kind of emotional, are they pretty neutral, or
They're
are they
pretty
like
mute and neutral looking at the moment.
mm.
Does it seem so easy that it is just down the middle?
I suspect had we chosen the path of violence, these spirits would be, rather than guiding us, attacking us. Can I sense motive? What's the check on?
Yeah, blind perception check.
A blind perception.
I'll do one too.
Chase, what'd I roll?
You rolled something. All of you feel. None of you are sensing anything nefarious with these spirits. They're kind of hard to read, but you're not sensing any deceit.
Let's move on.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right,
you
well,
guys
then lead the
taking
way.
center path.
Yeah. Who has the shears? Rue?
Yes.
I have slowly collected all of the other keys, mostly because Rue has them all, and then I say, "Can I hold that?" And she says, "Yes."
Rue just puts them away. Tucks in her shirt. No.
Could I possibly hold on to that, Rue?
Third time. Yes, you can hold on to these as well.
Thank you. And yes, I think that we just head down this path, especially since our little friend is advising us of that.
Since this is a room where things aren't actively trying to kill us, do you mind if I just take a sec and refocus?
Of course.
Can I pray as refocusing, Chase?
Yeah.
I guess that's not really. I mean, my spellcasting doesn't come from Norgerber, but I don't know, refocusing.
Yeah, I'm not
sort
going to
of
give you a
centering
push for it,
myself.
but you can do it thematically.
Well, I guess thematically, then as I'm refocusing, and you don't have to give me anything for this, but what Jack is sort of trying to reach out to Norgerber with is just like any direction for what they're about to walk into. Because all Norgerber left him with was take the hags down. So I guess Jack is just going to see if like Norgerber basically has anything more that he would like to add. But if not, that's okay.
He doesn't.
Okay, I love my god. He's so nice and helpful.
Anybody else refocusing
Whoa.
or anything?
Rue is going to try to talk to one of the spirits that's not our amazing helper armored one
Okay.
while everyone else is refocusing.
Yeah, what you saying, Rue?
Rue's going to walk up to the closest one. How long have you been around here?
Couple of centuries. Their voice is kind of echoey.
Do you guard this place?
Yes.
What, if we take this path, can you tell us what is on the other side of this path?
You wish an audience with the Harrowing Three, do you not?
We do.
This is the exit.
And you will not try to kill us as we go towards this exit?
Seems as though there is no point. You've made a bond of non-violence.
It is true, we have. We will not attack you if we are not attacked.
We know.
Is there anything that, you could impart on meeting these three? I hear they are legends, and so we want to make sure that we are respectful as possible to make sure there is no violence.
There is nothing that needs to be known, for they know all. So they already know how you will respond, and what I say will not change that.
I suppose that is fair. What is your name?
It's long forgotten.
Strange
It is
name.
unfortunate.
What is yours?
My name is Rue.
We've heard of you.
I have. That is very flattering.
Yes, we were told to kill you this morning.
Yes, that is why I am kind of asking if you're going to attack us if we go down this path.
No, the Harrowing Three knew you would take the path of non-violence. It will help to demonstrate what must be done.
Demonstrate what must be done? Forgive me, maybe I am so dense. What does this mean?
That's best discussed with them.
Alright, I thank you for your counsel and non-violence in this matter while my friends regain their strength from the previous battles.
You might want to do the same. Just in case the
Okay.
Guardians are not as passive.
The Guardians different from the Harrowing Three?
Yes. You met them on the way in.
Ah,
They did not meet
Yes,
you, but you met them.
right. I do know who this. Is there any way to negotiate with these Guardians?
If it's meant to be.
It's meant to be. If I believe that sometimes we can steer our fates, would you have any advice?
That you're wrong.
Rue just kind of bows. Thank you for answering some of my questions. I hope that after centuries here, at some point you will get rest.
We are resting. We're home.
Then that is amazing to hear.
I hope you get to rest someday.
I'm not one for resting. I love the adventure.
Someday, you will crave rest.
Let's see. She'll turn around and head back.
Infuriating conversation.
Yes.
Like
All three of us just losing it silently in the
talking to a
background. like,
fucking brick wall.
Rue's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Everyone else fucking.
Is that more or less helpful than Norgerber?
That was
Two very productive conversations.
Norgerber, this ghost. They're both here.
Had you a trachea, I would strangle you.
Lady
Rue
Nocturne,
picks
are you
up
refocusing?
Lady Nocturne.
Yeah, I refocused.
As you're refocusing, gathering your energies, you suddenly feel as though your mind is transported. And you're suddenly sitting in a library. As your catfolk form, not your house cat form. Sitting on a chair. It's a nice tea in front of you, books all around. And you see Nethys pacing around.
Well, I certainly know how to make an impression.
Sorry to interrupt your studies.
More like meditation.
That's the only time that I can reach you without making a scene.
Good to know.
Listen, I fear that one in our pantheon is creating a potential problem.
I have but a single guess as to who.
Try to keep these Harrowing Three intact. They may be problematic at times, but they're part of a greater ecosystem. If they're to be slain, it could cause undesirable ripples.
Undesirable for who?
For everybody. It's ripples I don't care to spend the next few centuries fixing, so... I'm not saying give them what they want. If they have to be fought, they have to be fought, but... try to be the voice of reason and stop it from going there.
I would prefer that this does not break out into a fight.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure all of you will come out on top if it does. They're incredibly powerful. I know that you've all had some impressive feats under your belt, but don't get cocky. These three are older than any of the gods.
Duly noted.
I'm going to put together a list of books that I think you should read. But that's a discussion for another time. I'll let you get back out there. I'll take a sip of that tea before you go.
Oh, I don't mind if I do.
The tea is absolutely just heartwarming and delicious. Like, it flows right through your soul. And as you take a sip, you come back to refocused. And the next spell that you cast will be maximized damage, healing, or effect.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna need that tea recipe. Holy shit.
Yeah, can I switch gods? Is that possible now?
You know, you
Just
can start working
asking.
on it.
Like a hypothetical question.
Yeah, just tell Norgaber to fuck off and go start worshiping Nethys.
I would genuinely like to see how that goes. Could you start that process?
Okay. You guys refocused, took a nice 10 minutes. The ghosts just stood in a line, like, kind of like royal guard the entire time you guys refocused.
I was going to cast telepathy.
Uh-huh.
To have a little bit of a private conversation with Rue.
Wait, will it take your special thing?
Oh, it might.
It does
I probably
max
shouldn't have done.
damage.
No.
It's super telepathy.
Everybody
just
in the
folds
entire
over.
world can hear you.
It's a broadcast.
Rue, darling.
Abby?
I think we might have to keep a close eye on Jack.
Why?
Well, let's just say Nethys is concerned that someone in the Pantheon is going to try something, and of all of the gods involved, Norgaber is the one I trust the least.
Is one who's not so versed in... no, well, it is Caden's brother. He's the god of shadows?
Secrets, murder, assassinations.
Secrets and murder.
Right. I feel like at this point, Rue is actually laying on the bloodstained rock, waiting for everyone to, like, finish up. So she kind of tilts her head toward Jack and then looks over at Crunk. You're sure it is Jack who would be the one that may cause a problem?
I'm not sure. Call it a strong hunch.
All right. And if it would be either one of them, say, is we don't
I
know.
don't-
Do we stop them or?
I don't know. I don't think we'd survive a fight with the Harrowing Three.
I don't think so either. But talking to the ghost, whatever apparently will be. I suppose I could formulate some plan to.
I have an exit strategy if we need it.
You do, of course you do. You are a lady. I shall trust you.
Just be careful. I want to trust Jack and Crunk. I do. I just don't know if I can yet.
I feel as I do, considering none of us are dead. Neither one of us. Crunk does now hold all of the keys. He is protected so far.
Yeah, I was hoping to avoid that scenario, but that's okay.
Wait,
You're fine.
he asked for them so nicely. I could not just not hand them over. He was very polite.
You are... Yeah.
Lady,
You are a kind soul, Rue.
thank you. And if you had said gullible, I might have taken offense.
No, but it is written on the ceiling.
Excuse me, I'm looking at the ceiling right now and I do not see it there. I will keep an eye on Jack specifically, since this is who you have a worry about. Hopefully it does not come to that. And she'll relay the spirit conversation, assuming no one really heard it.
Are you out loud? It'd be like... Or just to... Or you doing that to me or to
No,
everyone?
just to Lady Nocturne.
Okay. I'm caught up on that. Lady Nocturne is going to kind of stretch in that way that cats do. And sort of stand up and say, suppose we should get going?
Yes, Rue set up. Is everybody ready?
I guess. Are we just waltzing in there? We gonna try
Well,
and be
there's no music, so
stealthy,
probably
or-
not like a 1, 2, 3.
I would
So we just
recommend
walk.
a stealthy approach. Maybe we can learn something from observing these guardians, and that will inform how to approach them and perhaps convince them not to attack us on sight.
Yeah, stealthy's probably good, says Krunk, being huge sized.
Oh yeah, that will be a slight problem for that.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
I can go ahead like I've done and let you guys know what I see.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Very well.
And I'll try to be quick about it. How long does that
We can all-
last, Crunk?
1 to 4 hours.
If it lasts longer than
Anywhere from 1 to 4 hours.
I
If it
don't
lasts-
really remember what the lasting time is. The minimum is an hour. The maximum maybe 4 hours.
Well,
I
you
don't
just
remember.
accidentally made a funny joke, so.
yeah, it's like if it lasts longer than 4 hours, call a doctor.
Call a doctor.
Call a mage.
Call a cleric, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
For if it lasts longer than 4 hours, contact a cleric.
Maybe we pray to Desna now and just make.
Oh man, that was funny.
This is where we're at.
Okay, I will scout ahead and I'll try and be snappy about it so that doesn't run out before we maybe have to fight.
And we can follow in the tunnel just a little ways behind. So we're
I
like,
agree.
We're not like gonna be in this room waiting for Jack to come back.
Yeah. I just mean whenever we kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, you guys come out from a little tunnel. You can see the light starts to appear at the end of the tunnel as you follow it a little ways. And it exits out from underneath one of these roots. You didn't even see it on your way in because you guys followed the spirit straight up. But you're kind of underneath where you started your trek up towards the start of the tree. And you can see that this creature out here is still sleeping, and this black knight is still standing, sword into the ground, looking at attention.
By creature, just to remind anyone who's not looking at the map, we mean like T-Rex Hydra.
Yeah, big old T-Rex Hydra. Thanks, Tori.
He's cute.
Good call out.
And there's a black knight that is at attention.
At attention, sword in the ground.
Okay.
Mm.
And there's a big rock formation on the map here, Chase. Is that something that I could like creep up to,
Yeah, you could.
get some cover?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. So
Do you have
also,
true sight on? I forget.
I think I always have true sight on now.
Cool. All right. You still
Because of
see you see the 3
two.
ropes over the door,
Okay.
currently sealing it still.
Okay. And then also for people not looking at the map, the first time we saw these two, we were coming from the south and they were at the north end of the map. This time we're coming out of one of the roots of the tree to the east. I guess actually from here, can I make a perception check, Chase, to see if there's anything else that is not obvious
There's
upon
not.
first? Okay. I will creep up toward this rock formation then to just
Okay.
kind of get a slightly better look and also see if they react in any way, like if there's some kind of extra magical sense that Jack is not able to sneak.
Do you have any of the
past.
keys on you?
No, they're all with Crunk, I imagine.
Okay. Roll stealth.
I rolled a 2, so that's
Classic
only a
Jack.
37. Classic Jack, yep, rolling terribly at the things I am literally legendary in.
Any rerolls? Everybody gets their mythic points back. You got 3 of them.
No, I just hate to use it on something that I shouldn't need to re-roll for. Okay.
I'm not saying you should. You can do whatever
I
you
know.
want.
I'm just
it
frustrated
reminded
that my
me-
stealth sucks so bad. I think that I will leave it. I'm hoping that maybe we can, if they do notice, maybe we can talk our way out of this situation. And I want my mythic points for things. So I guess I will just let it stand. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. You move up very quietly, but as you kind of get against this rock formation, just the tiniest little pebble slides down off of the rock formation when you get close to it. And as you do, you all hear a loud rumbling growl that feels like a tremor in the ground as this gigantic T-Rex Hydra-looking creature stands at its full height of about 40 feet tall. And you can just see like the shadow rise up over you, Jack, as these 2 heads look down at you, some drool dripping down its maw. This knight turns towards that direction at attention and then turns towards the creature and holds a hand up. The creature kind of licks its lips and closes its maw, and it lays back down, but the heads keep staring at you as it does.
Jack will kind of hold his hands up as no harm. His weapons are also invisible, so he appears unarmed unless this guy has true sight, which is very possible. But throw a glance back toward you guys at the roots, but just kind of walk forward as if he's alone for the moment. Just come full out of hiding and speak to the knight. I seek an audience with the Harrowing Three. I believe they're expecting me and my companions.
Yes, the Harrowed Knight seek an audience with you, not the other way around. Let it be known that we could come to violence now if I so chose, but I do not, and that will be very important for you to remember. He's going to step aside and just put his sword in the ground.
Could I make a sense motive check, Chase?
Uh-huh.
What? It seemed like a meaningful statement. I want to try and guess at what he's getting at here.
Yeah, roll a perception.
I rolled.
You gather that he's trying to make a point that he wants you to remember for something later.
Jack's a little paranoid that I guess perhaps this knight somehow would know that he lied about his oath.
You don't get that from him.
Okay. Jack will nod and he'll look back toward his companions and kind of motion them forward. I think we're in the clear here, guys.
I will walk expeditiously towards Jack. Exactly.
Gigantic.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Yeah.
you're still big, aren't you?
I am still
Big
big.
Crunk.
Rue will be slightly jogging with Lady Nocturne.
Are you huge?
Arms
Is that
full.
what you are these days?
Yeah, I'm huge.
Huge.
I think if I've tracked the time correctly, I have about 30 minutes left.
Cool. Yeah, as Crunk comes stomping around, you guys approach. You must still properly break the seals, or else Odvin here will consume you.
We have the keys.
So you say.
Lady Nocturne, guide me through this.
So I'm just going, if I'm recalling correctly from the spirit guided us to them in order.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming then that it is the stone dagger first that we got from the troll.
Mm-hmm.
Second one should be cut by the horn, because we were told that was the second key. And then the third key we retrieved was the shears. So the first rope should be cut with the stone dagger if the riddle that we had previously solved was correct.
Well, let us find out, I suppose. I'm going to set the stone dagger against the first rope, Chase.
Okay. As you do so, it cuts the first rope. And you
I
can
heard a door sound effect.
I did too.
Oh,
That's
that's
so
so
fun.
weird that it did that. That's cool. Yeah, so you can hear that it I guess you see it cuts the rope, the door wobbles a little bit and then closes shut. You can see that the door tries to open when the first one gets cut, but it still gets caught on the other two ropes. But that
Got it.
rope does dissipate as soon as the dagger touches it.
In that case, I will pull out the horn second. I don't know how to cut with a horn, and I just tap the rope with the horn.
Yeah, as you do that, the rope dissipates away into like a golden glitter, and you can see the door tries to open again, but gets caught on the last rope.
And finally, the shears. Snip.
Yep, it cuts right through. And unlike the other ones, which dissipated away in glitter, this one actually you can feel like a physical cut as the rope just moves aside. And as that happens, the doors crack open. And you guys can see it leading into just a pretty mundane looking square room with a stone floor and wooden walls.
Well, good job.
I know not what lies ahead of us, but I do know this is likely the last time any of us can turn back. Any takers?
Turn back and go hang out with the giant skeleton outside the gates. I'm good.
To stand before the Harrowing Three is not going to be easy.
As long as we keep to the oath we have made, we should have no problems. However, should they strike first and break that, I will stand with you.
Whoever spills first blood was the agreement.
Just wondering if Lady Nocturne looked at Jack when she said that.
Not specifically.
Okay.
Rue will roll her shoulders. Yes, as long as we do keep our words, and her eyes do flicker to Jack.
Jack gives you a perfectly composed, serene smile, Rue.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but that made me feel better. Let's go!
This room is a tight fit for you, Crunk.
Goodness. I wave at the dinosaur Hydra as we walk past him, too.
You wave?
Yeah, he's a cute, good boy.
Oh, now he's a
doing
good boy.
his job. He's a good boy because he didn't eat me. Oh my gosh, this is a tiny room.
Yeah.
Crunk is like taking up half of it easily.
Hey, somebody else needs to move. There we go.
All
I'm
jostling for space. Ugh.
still basically with Rue there.
So, as you guys step into here, the doors slam shut behind you. And in front of you is just a standard little wooden door. And as you walk in, a face appears in that door, just like a couple of divots for eyes and a divot for a mouth and a vague round shape of a face appears. The Harrowing Three will be with you soon. They're assembling in the hall. Please remain comfortable, and the door shall open when they are ready for you.
What if that's like 100 years or something?
Chase,
Uh-huh.
may I think to Birch here
Uh-huh.
I can assume that Birch basically knows everything that ever happens in Jack's mind. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Okay. Do you know anything about the Harrowing Three? Is it a terrible idea to try and,
Off them.
I didn't want to say it like it out loud, not out loud, but I don't know. I don't know what they can hear.
I mean, if you're going to plot in your mind, kid, you don't have to say off them for it to sound suspicious if they're listening in.
I guess. Do you know anything? I'm not saying I'm going to do it, just to be clear. I'm just weighing my options.
You're asking me if it's a bad idea?
Yeah, you're bound to some kind of fate being.
Listen, for the record, a lot of the stuff you've done I think has been a really terrible idea. But it's worked out, so I don't know. They're a pretty big deal. Some people think they're more strong than the gods, so you gauge that how you will. Scares the piss out of me.
Is that why Norgerber might want them gone?
I don't know. I feel like Norgerber wants everybody gone. Maybe they gave him a problem and he thinks you can do it. I don't know. Norgerber is not your patron, just so you know.
Well, you have been extremely cryptic, so I don't know who my patron is.
That's because I gotta be, kid. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even said it wasn't Norgerber. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that one.
Is it the Harrowing Three?
I'm not gonna say anything else, kid.
Helpful as ever, Birch.
Why don't you
Jack
off him and
pats
see if he's still got powers?
Jack pats him gruffly on the head, like half petting, half shut up.
Okay. The doors creak open. You guys can see that in this room, there is a dirt floor that's got like gentle little layers of straw all over it. It smells like dye and cloth in here. It's like kind of a sweet smell, a little bit chemically in a way. And in the center of the room, you can see there is a spinning wheel. And there are just large stones kind of scattered throughout the room in the corners to the left and right. And I guess they're the only two corners in the room. This room is shaped like a half circle. There is just piles and piles of dimly golden looking thread. And at the center back of the room, you can see three very large individuals. And from left to right, I'm going to have you guys describe some of these. On the left, this is Disgratia. And I will have you describe her, Em.
Disgratia's shoulders stand about a head and a half higher than her head.
She's very hunched.
Very hunched. She has grand, ram-like curling horns that frame a scowling, bewrinkled face with golden, glowing eyes. She is bedecked with long golden braids. I think they're braids, and they have silver cuffs all over them. She's got sort of Nordic wear, and in one fist she grips a handful of thread, and one of those threads runs all the way to her teeth. She just looks like she's grimacing. And in her other hand, she's holding a great long pair of golden shears, quite familiar. Her toes are naked to the world, as if she doesn't mind not having people pay for such a visage.
Knew you were gonna go there.
I'm gonna start using that instead of barefoot, Em. I'm not barefoot, my toes are naked to the world.
'Twas as if one did not care for compensation to see such nude abodes. That's, yep.
Little piggies.
All right, Katie, in the center, you can describe Fabrina.
Fabrina is just smash. Is that good enough? Fabrina is not hunched over. She does look like a younger version. She also has the long golden braids. Her ram horns are not quite as twisted. She has in her hand a staff with a spool of golden thread that she's pulling taut with her other hand, and she too has naked feet to the world.
Fantastic. Then Izzy, I'll have you take the last one on the right is Hala.
So Hala appears to be in between the age of the other two. Similar sort of ram's horns, golden braids, emerald dress. All of them have this like heavy like fur cape. She is also allergic to shoes. And she doesn't actually have any golden thread, just a staff in one hand, and the other hand she's holding it up dramatically.
So those are the Harrowing Three. They are currently sitting on wooden throne-like chairs, just casually watching you as you enter. As you start stepping through the door, they all in unison speak, "Enter. We've been expecting you."
Chase, I have an extremely, extremely important question.
Okay.
Do they look familiar?
Yes, they do look familiar, Jack. When you saw the hags that were gathered around creating a card of your father, these are the same ones.
Oh, Tori.
Jack, I swear to all of the gods, calm down.
Tori just
Bloodlust
passes out.
rose.
IRL. I can't do it. Crunk, are you very perceptive? Crunk's not super perceptive, is he?
He's not incredibly perceptive, no.
All right.
You want to know what my perception is?
Actually, I
Sure,
do need
sure.
you specifically to roll a perception, Crunk.
Me?
Yeah.
In case I rolled it.
Okay. Crunk, you notice as you're stepping in, on this spinning wheel, there is, looks like they've been spinning a throw together of some sort of like a quilt-looking thing. The threads have been forming something that they've been working on. And you recognize that it is the face of an elven woman, and you think the likeness is very similar to Zalara.
They wove Zalara into a rug?
A throw.
A throw?
That's worse. You throw those.
I don't know. You step all over rugs.
That's true.
Crunk starts to greet them and then pauses as his eyes catch on Zalara's figure. Tell me that isn't my friend within that weaving. Just her likeness? Nothing about her specifically is bound?
As they start speaking again, only one speaks at a time, but they change who is speaking mid-sentence just completely smoothly without skipping a beat. You're correct, just her likeness. She is there in a sense. Consider it a door. She is safe. Now please get in here so we can all have a good look at you, the great heroes. We're pleased that you have finally made your way to us, as we foresaw that you would. We're sure you're wondering why we've called you here. We have a proposition for you. Apologies for the brash way we had to go about it. My sisters and I are not wanting to leave the safety of this chamber, but we are in need of a powerful being, or beings such as yourselves. You've been fated to gather the scattered cards from a very particular deck. You know of which we speak. A deck that we worked tirelessly to create since the dawning of this age of lost omens. You did well to gather what cards you could. You nearly had them all. But now the betrayer has taken them all. You will seek him out, reclaim what was taken, and return the cards to us, so that we might restore these lost omens that were stolen from us. You might ask why you would do such a thing for us. We are prepared to explain your fate, if you wish it. Or you can just accept the task, we return your friend, and you go back after the betrayer.
If you have seen me and know my heart, then why didn't you just ask?
Because points needed to be proven.
You think it'll make me more agreeable To take my oldest friend in front of me? You tried to kill her before my eyes. What kind of point are you trying to make?
The point that fate is no longer set. We wanted her dead, and yet she was not. We understand fate. We see where it leads, but it splinters. We foresaw that violence would become of every one of the guardians of the keys. And yet, you did not enact violence on all of them. You changed your fate. That is dangerous. But it is also important for you to understand. You've been chasing these cards, fated to do so, though it has not gone the way that we foresaw, nor I'm sure the way that you foresaw. You've fallen into much tragedy amongst your trials and your struggles. Tell me, are all of your hearts happy with the outcomes? Do you miss your friend?
I think no one is ever completely happy with the hand that fate has dealt them.
We disagree. Jack, Victoria was meant to be a maternal guideline for you, somebody to ease your pain. Look what happened. She was twisted. Free will is dangerous. Before this Age of Lost Omens, do you know why they call it that? The Age of Lost Omens?
Why don't you enlighten us?
Because prophecy was lost. Prophecy led to happiness. We created this deck for a single purpose. We wish to do one horror reading. The greatest horror reading that Galarion has ever seen. It will not tell the fate of just one, not three, but of everyone that exists here. You may think that we are creatures of malice. We understand that this was a brash first impression, but we are not. We are creatures of balance, and we are creatures of order. If we do this horror reading, then the world goes straight to how it should be. Chaos will no longer reign. Wars will cease. People will get their happy endings, and prophecy will return to the world. I'm sure that you know many who debate prophecy. Some believe it, some think it false. It's because it once did exist and it no longer does. It was a comfort to the world. We wish to restore it, nothing more.
Kronk glances towards Lady Nocturne, just as if he could read approval or disapproval upon her cat face.
Oh, her ear, ears kind of flattened back a little bit, tail kind of twitching a little bit irritated.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
you can tell that she is very intentionally holding her tongue.
Okay. Tell me of the task you want done. I need more information here before I render a decision.
It's the same task you already seek. Retrieve the deck from the betrayer. The only difference, we wish you to return the deck to us. We can make a binding agreement. What do you wish to do with the deck? Use it? Keep it?
I think that we were going to set things right to how it was supposed to be before.
So you would do a reading on your own.
Is that what's necessary in order to use the Harrow deck? Do we know that?
You did learn, I think, from Lady Nocturne right before you left that the way to activate the deck as a whole is to perform a horror reading. And anybody who performs a horror reading can basically set fate however they want.
I know that the gods themselves have said whose hand this deck needs to be within. And it is not yours.
The gods are beneath us. I don't mean that in a religious sense. I mean that they are weak in comparison to what we know. You are all impressive specimens, your gods, and you their champions. But with all due respect, you are not proficient to perform such a thing. If it is done incorrectly, you can ruin the entirety of everything. We created the deck. We've studied it for millennia. We know the Harrow forward and back. If you feel stubborn as if you need things your own way, we can stack the deck in a way that favors some things that you desire. But we must perform the reading, and free will must be broken.
Where is Zalara?
Zalara is safely in a room through that throw. Once we make an agreement, she will be returned to you.
Thus the blackmail. If I don't return her, you will, what, kill her?
We will not harm you if you turn down this task, though we will become enemies afterwards.
So you won't harm me, but will you return my friend?
Yes. We needed only to speak.
Then I don't think we need to form an agreement. I think that we can leave, and I can think about it when I'm not filled with rage towards you. I cannot make a competent decision like this.
Then let somebody else.
No. Return Zalara. We will go on our way, and we will consider your offer.
We will return Zalara when we understand that you're not going to harm us in our own home.
That is already the deal, is it not?
They look at Jack. You recognize us, don't you?
Krunk, you can tell Jack is fuming right now, and his eyes are a little red, as if he's full of rage and also fighting back tears.
Krunk is gonna turn towards him in surprise. Jack.
Where is my father?
Dead.
You put him in a
Served
card.
a grand purpose. Yes. A failed experiment when making the deck, unfortunately.
An experiment?
Probably why these cards are tied so deeply to you.
Is that why he died? Because you
Yes.
were
Do not look at us with such hatred. He offered himself up freely.
Prove it. Prove it now.
How can we prove it? The card is gone, destroyed, a failed experiment.
Why would he do that?
To buy you more time.
Lady Nocturne, is there not a spell that can conjure a memory into a sphere? Surely they know that. I think there is, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at my.
Chase, is that a possibility?
Uh-huh.
I
you
believe
know?
it is. I believe it is.
Okay.
Hold on. How long ago was this?
Years.
Okay, I can cast retrocognition and I can heighten it to 8th. So for every minute, I can actually look back a year in time.
Okay.
It will be vague impressions, but from all but the most major events. But this feels like a major event.
I could hell I don't know exactly when he died, Chase, but I could probably make a guess based on our letters and like when I stopped hearing from him. And I
Yeah.
don't know, unless the fates want to be helpful and actually offer some information.
I have a way that I could help be your proof, assuming Jack would trust the information I glean.
Well, I trust you a hell of a lot more than these three.
Very well. Lady Nocturne has just been perched on this rock the entire time over there. So it's going to kind of stroll over and be like, With your permission, of course, to the Harrowing Three, with a bit of like feigned deference.
We will assist. Do so on the spinning wheel. Fabrina, they'll gesture to the one in the middle, and she'll stand up and she'll come step down to the wheel, and she'll gently fold up the throw that has Zalara's face on it, and she'll set it gently on the ground.
Okay, because I actually don't have this as one of my spells that I can heighten normally, but maybe with some help from her, I can heighten it to 8th level.
Yeah, they'll help you with it.
Okay.
Jack will step up to the wheel beside Fabrina and Lady Nocturne.
Do we need to do 8th level Chase? If it was only like 5 years ago, maybe we could just use a 5th level slot.
Yeah, no, you don't even worry about taking the slot. As you go
Okay.
to cast the spell, she will hold a hand up towards the wheel, and the wheel will start spinning, and some of those threads from around the room will come swirling up towards the wheel and start spinning, and cloth will start weaving up above the wheel and forming like a moving picture of the memory, so all of you can see it. Jack, tell us a little bit about what your dad looked like.
He looks a lot like Shadow. Obviously not exactly the same. They're not related. But just, I guess maybe in other words, Jackal looks a lot like him. He's a man with dark black hair, dark beard. He looks like he has worked with his hands and outside all his life. He looks world weary and exhausted, probably, especially in this memory. Like someone who hasn't slept well in 20 years. Yeah, and I guess, I don't know, Chase, is Victoria there, or is this after she left, or?
Yeah, so this is after Victoria left.
So then he probably looks even worse. He looks desperate and exhausted and depressed.
Excellent. And actually, I'm gonna edit a little bit, because unlike you have maybe ever seen him, when you see this image, the image forms of your father walking into this very room, and you can see the Harrowing Three sitting up on their chairs above him, and he looks kind of fiercely determined and angry, and you can see he's got these same 3 keys that all of you had. He comes walking in and he throws them angrily on the ground. There, I've passed your test. Now you're going to help me save my boy. And all of them look at each other. A simple feat for some, but for one of your stature, not so much. Solved all of the riddles, just as we knew you would. Shut up. I don't care about any of the fate-weaving bullshit you're talking about. I just know that you have what it takes to break the binds on my boy. Breaking them, not so much. Changelings are strongly tied to fate of our sisters. But you can fix it. I know you can. I've searched far and wide, and I know that you're the answer. We cannot do this simply for free. A trade. Your boy's fate. It's wicked. Tied to a dark bloodline. If you wish to change that, you must take his wicked fate onto your own. And you must give that fate to us. It just so turns out that a reagent we require is a willing wicked fate. He looks kind of nervous, and he's clenching his fists. What does that mean? It means that you will suffer, but your boy will not. But it will be for a good cause. This wicked fate will fix everything. I don't believe you on that, but it'll save my boy. They all nod in unison. Fine, I'll do it. You're gonna see them step down, and one of them is going to cut their palm with their long fingernails, and they're going to cut his palm, and they're going to do like a blood handshake. And then the rest of this is going to kind of speed up, and you're going to see him lay down on this spinning wheel, and some kind of dark magic is going to happen where they start weaving threads, and the green flame goes into his chest, and it looks like it's just agonizing. And you see him start getting woven into a large version of the card, which you saw them in a different workshop, kind of reducing this into an actual tarot card Harrow card through magic. And then all of the thread will fall to the ground and then slowly slide back into the corners.
Jack touches the spot on the spinning wheel where his father had to lay. And he looks devastated. And he looks up at the Harrowed Three. Except it didn't. Did it? It didn't fix everything.
You misunderstand, giving in to the cheap tellings of fortune tellers. The Harrowkin, they lie, they deceive, they're tricksters. You once had a wicked fate, they sensed that echo, but no more. You wouldn't be here if you did. You see, prophecy is gone, but some of our sisters, they maintain a sense of it through their bloodline. Changelings follow prophecy, always. But not you.
Am I supposed to be fucking thanking you?
No, we would not expect that. But we also do not desire blame for this. He offered it willingly, and it was for a good cause. So maybe thank him.
And what causes that? Saving your sorry skins after you realized you weren't quite as powerful up there as you thought?
We could not have created the deck of destiny without his sacrifice. Perhaps we could have. We could have found another, though we will honor his memory for the one that made the sacrifice.
It's very, very thoughtful of you. Jack just stalks off. He walks back away from them and just goes and gathers himself next to a rock. He looks like he's more or less falling apart, though he does spare you a quick glance, Lady Nocturne, and just a nod of thanks.
So I suppose we are at a bargain then. We will not release your friend until a bargain is struck one way or the other. Apologies, Karanok.
Don't say that. I go by Crunk now.
Very well, Crunk. I can tell you how your two new companions are tied to your fate.
I prefer to learn about someone myself. Thank you for your concern.
What about the Shears? We know you discovered their true purpose. We'll let you keep them.
Are you trying to exchange that we will bring you the deck of destiny for a pair of shears?
How do you plan to stop the betrayer when he enslaves not one but two deities? You saw that box that traps Shaylin. That's a binding holding it shut.
And what would stop me from just walking out of here with them?
We would. We will not abide by theft.
I feel as if I won them fair and square.
You did not.
The lives of your companions don't mean much to you. The one up in the treetop, she spoke of you warmly. Said she knew of you more than others, could see the goodness within you.
She is wise.
She didn't want you hurt, and yet you made her a guardian. You foresaw the violence and bloodshed that it would take for us to get these items, and yet we came here without it. I would say we've earned these, and I am tiring of your games. I told you that I am not fit to make this decision right now, and if you force me to one, it will not be in your favor.
Roll either intimidate or diplomacy.
Ooh, uh-oh, fuck me. Well, it's gonna be intimidation.
Sorry, your face is a little out of commission at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Miss you, Jack. Okay, this is +1. I didn't add it for no reason. 41. That's about as good as I could have possibly
Yeah,
done.
it's really close.
They all look at each other again. What is it that you wish, then? To leave and think about it?
Yes. I wish to leave, to think about it, to pray. I haven't had a single moment to consider what I'm going to do with this deck, because the moment that I got back, I knew, back to Harrowcourt, I knew that I had to go to the temple. I went to the temple. I haven't had a single damn moment.
Give us the shears. We will return your friend, and you can think on it.
Kronk turns and looks at everyone else.
Jack shakes his head.
Nocturne. Kronk's eyes move to you. No, actually, Kronk's eyes moves to Rue first. I'm going to end on Lady Nocturne.
I desperately do want your friend back.
Kronk is not going to answer that out loud. He's just going to look to Lady Nocturne then.
I believe, though we haven't known each other long, you understand enough about me to know how I feel about things like fate and free will. From my perspective, there is nothing to consider. The decision is made, but I can't make that decision for you.
I need to think through all options clearly. My question I am asking, Nocturne and Rue, I'm sorry, I realize we haven't been around each other long enough to communicate with a single glance. Do I give them the shears?
It seems we don't have a choice.
Rue.
I agree with Lady. It does seem that we are backed. Not we, you perhaps are backed into a corner? I don't see the harm, no.
It seems you have the choice. If you desire time to think about this decision, you get to choose either your friend or the shears. We don't get both. One of them means more to you than the other.
Kronk's going to draw the shears. Chase, with my knowledge, do I know that if I cut this fabric, would it release Solara?
Yeah.
Do we make a run for it? Do we try and steal both?
Is Krunk getting a crafty face on a crafty expression on his face?
Maybe you just feel craftiness through our marriage bond.
Oh, we're still telepathic. Jack would walk up with you.
Wait, hold on.
I'm holding.
Okay, question
with
for you,
excited
Chase.
anticipation.
Question for you, Chase.
Uh-huh.
This room is not part of their realm. This is part of the first world, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any ownership over this realm.
Correct.
Cool. I cast Gate.
Oh, what does that do?
I create a rift to another plane, creating a portal that we can travel through in either direction. We can just run through to Harrowcourt.
But we need the friend first.
As soon as you cut it, I create Gate, and we just walk out with the shears if you want to.
I'm going to reach out and I'm going to cut the fabric shears to see if Solara comes out.
Yeah, you cut it, you hear a loud echoing snip, and as soon as you do, Zalara appears with a gasp.
I catch her.
Yeah,
Does
she
she
kind
look
of
alive?
She does look alive. She's gasping. She's in your arms as she kind of falls back.
We shall consider your proposition, but for now, I'm going to cast Gate.
Yeah, as you cut that, they all three stand up looking angry. And then what does this gate look like?
Is a 40-foot radius, it says, portal.
Oh!
Just like floating in the air, like right here, basically. Or hold on, like 40 foot. So it's like this whole side of the wall, this just circular portal of like swirling like purple and black energy just appears in the air. And Leonard says, quickly now, and runs through the gate. And it's going to drop us in Harrow Court, and then I'm going to close it as soon as we're through.
Okay, excellent.
That spends
Are you going through, Jack?
That is my
I'm not
10th
gonna
level
go through
spell, by
until
the way.
Jack goes through.
I'm just so they stand up angry. Do they seem to be making any moves to stop us? Like how are they reacting?
They look angry, and they're kind of like slowly advancing. They're not like immediately throwing spells or anything, though.
Is there any part of this spindle that is loose or looks important? I was standing next to it while it was weaving stuff.
I wouldn't make that big of an enemy of them, but
roll a craft.
Dude, they killed my dad, okay? I don't care. Roll a craft?
Uh-huh.
We don't have a gingham with us.
I'm trained in crafting. We'll see if we can do
I
this.
think we both trained just so we could be like, do you
Not completely useless. Okay, here we go. Rolling. I rolled a 30.
I'm a master in it.
Not that you see. Like, I mean, you don't see anything special about
Chase, can I
Uh-huh.
use a Norgaber push? Norgaber, tell me what to take.
it.
My hands are grabby. Tell me what to take.
Oh, Shadow Daddy.
From this spindle here, what to take? You would imagine that the thread that they've been weaving is probably pretty valuable.
And I'm
Know
looking.
exactly what it does, but there's some of it loose on the wheel still.
Okay, Jack's concern also, just to be clear, is less about money here and more what. Obviously, they're going to miss the shears, but is there anything that would make their work more difficult or
Like cripple it.
be detrimental?
I mean,
to what they're
breaking
doing?
it. But in terms of stealing the thread.
Okay.
So if
Then
you want to
Jack-
take a souvenir, the thread. If you want to hurt them, break the wheel.
I'm so worried that touching the wheel's just gonna fuck you up.
yeah, I would leave the wheel alone. But it's you. Up to you.
But it's Jack we're talking about.
It is Jack we're talking about.
Just make sure you're hitting it with your god weapon, not anything else.
Oh my gosh. The temptation is so strong. How
This is classic Tory problems.
I know. I just want to make them pay for messing my life up. Jack will take the thread. Doesn't want to endanger anybody, and he knows Krunken's going to leave unless he goes through the gate. So if it's speed we're looking for, Jack will swipe the thread on his way out.
Okay, so to get this straight, Krunk is snipping the throw. You're
Yep.
catching Zalara. Lady Nocturne is casting a big old gate to Harrow Court. Y'all are peacing out, and Jack is grabbing that thread on the way.
Yes.
Okay, and everybody's going through the gate?
Yes.
Okay, you step through the gate, and you do not step into Harrow Court.
No! Where do
You
we...
are floating in just like a very strange space where these stars are connected by what looks like actual literal golden threads. And all of you are floating there for a moment, and you hear the talking, finishing each other's sentences, same that you did from the Harrowing Three, just echoing over the skies. You are going to regret that. But it was your choice. That's the problem. Just before you guys, as you guys are kind of floating, you see another exit to the gate that you can see is leading into Harrow Court. And just before you go through it, Jack and Krunk, you would probably realize that up above the constellation, as you kind of get a grander scope of it, looks an awful lot like Gingham's face. And
The
then
constellation looks like Gingham's face, or we see Gingham's face above the constellation.
the constellation looks like Gingham's face. It looks kind of like a skeleton face with the hat. And as you exit through the portal, you guys are all safe, except you now have the bane of a greater deity. All of you will now roll every single roll with misfortune going forward.
Dude, I didn't do it shit there. Fuck that. I'm going back.
Rue's going back to apologize for her new friends.
Yeah, because all my friends are dickheads. I'm so sorry.
Is this a curse?
You took tail and
Chase?
ran as well. Yes, it is a curse.
Could I attempt to activate the locksmith?
Yeah, what does that do?
Once per day, if I would be afflicted by a curse or a disease, it's a reaction, and I can attempt to counteract it.
Good luck.
The deity curse, yeah.
Nat 20. Here, I feel it.
You do need a
Okay.
nat 20.
Okay. Well, then I won't bother doing the math because I'll just roll the dice. Hey, Gingham Fate Threads. Any fun nat 20s you feel like handing out?
Faith thread just
All right,
to be
I'll roll
like
it.
they not cursed.
No, it's not a nat 20.
Okay.
No,
All
no,
right.
no Gingham smiling on anyone.
Not until you exit the portal. And now, Katie, you are getting a new pool of gingham points for the rest of the campaign.
Ooh.
It won't refill again. You would have refilled to 10. You're only refilling to 5.
But I had 3 already.
Oh, okay. So you go up to 8. There's going to be different uses for them, but they won't be active until next session. So we'll go over those at the start of next session.
Well, sorry for screwing over the campaign, everybody. With the
No, that's okay. That was really fun.
I mean, what were
and it
we
was
supposed
witty.
to do? Yeah,
Hand over.
we will definitely destroy free will. Okay.
I mean, we could have just left the thing with them and figured out
Yeah.
another way to open the box.
Or Jack could have tried to lie to their faces again, and maybe it would have been fine.
That's okay. We can't regret it. We took action, and we were going to be proud of what we did. We
Well,
came,
I
we came
can.
away with a legendary artifact and with our friend.
I
That's a
can
win.
regret it. I do a little bit. Because
And
it's
a
gonna
misfortune
suck for the
bane.
rest
regret
of
a little bit.
the
Yeah, like
time here.
we are not going to succeed another roll for the rest of the campaign.
We'll see. Chase,
Yes.
are we free to do things, or are we wrapping up?
Yeah, you guys
here?
are, the gate is closed behind you. You guys
Okay.
are back in Harrow Court.
Do we feel the
And-
bane somehow? What does it feel like?
Yeah, you probably feel like kind of an impending sense of failure, like looming over you.
Oh, so it's just normal for Jack.
But yeah, I mean, like something feels off, but it's hard to put a finger on what it is. I guess after you step through the gate, Zalara is gonna look like really disoriented.
Oh shit! I didn't even think if you could
Taranok?
survive in here.
Where are we?
Welcome to Harrowcourt. This is a place between planes.
Harrow Court, this is it. I've heard of this. Willem was speaking of it.
It used to look a lot nicer than this.
Oh, hello. I do not believe I've had the pleasure.
Yes. Zalara, please meet my current adventuring party. We have Jack, my good friend, best friend really, Lady Nocturne, and Rue.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Everyone, this is Zalara. She was a teacher at the Magambia when I was a student.
When you
Yes.
were Karanok.
Yes, when I was Karnak.
You still are Karanak.
That was a lifetime ago, and an entire body ago.
I feel like we were just speaking, but I also remember being trapped. That was all very disorienting.
You were taken by the Harrowing Three.
Yes, I remember them trapping me. It's just, it all happened so fast. Thank you, each and every one of you, for saving me.
A pleasure.
Now, unfortunately, I feel the weight of a curse on me. I must head out to the desert.
Yes, you defied them.
It seemed like the appropriate reaction at the time.
Still as big as ever. Before you leave for a desert, we were having a discussion about Willem. It's why I summoned you in the first place, or sought you out, rather.
You know Willem.
I do. He was a student of mine. Twice.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry for his turn. He was a brilliant student. He studied at Magambia for some time, advanced very quickly, and then he left for an important research project to the Abomination Vaults for a brief time.
Yeah, I was there.
You were with him at the Abomination Vaults.
He wouldn't shut up about the Magambia. Or his research project. His familiar.
An odd one, that. Well,
I have a few other words I would use to describe him, but sure, we'll go with odd.
he mentioned that the Abomination Vaults, his group split up. He did not get to finish everything he needed, so he came back to study for a time. This was after your time, Karanak. Sorry, Krunk?
Whatever's easiest for you, Zalara.
I would respect you, and go along with what you desire.
Crunk, then.
She smiles and nods. Anyways, when he came back, he started becoming obsessed with the Harrow. It became his new focus for his research projects. He was looking into the Harrowing Three, and he got very focused on one named Sonore. She was one of the most impressive with Harrow that had ever been seen, but she disappeared. So he went looking for her. He pulled me in on his research project, and I started helping him look into it. He found her library. It was abandoned. It's in Varissia, just outside the town of Sandpoint. I regret to say that I helped him discover what he has discovered to do what he did. But I started sensing the sinister motives behind it. He got a bit too obsessed, and he really hates the gods. And it became dangerous. So I told him I would not help him anymore. Rituals required multiples with much knowledge on the subject. Unfortunately, I got word that after I left, he went and he got the help of Edrin. So I'm sorry to say that Edrin has been causing you troubles once again, Krunk.
Jacka might need your help killing someone.
We'll, add it to the list. Who's Edrin?
A foul name from my past.
Okay, we can unpack that later.
I think that would be wise. So Edrin is continuing his foul experiments.
Less of an experiment now and more of an execution. We seem to have figured it out. Though it seems as though this deck still sticks to you. I've got a bit of a sense for it, and she's going to pull back her eye a little bit, and you're gonna see she's got a little tattoo on her eye inscribed on the corner of her right eye. This was rather uncomfortable, but I'm able to see the threads between these different Harrows and the cards. It was useful when we were studying, so I can see that these cards are still bound to you. They have a certain glow to them. And if they're still bound to you, then that means that they have to unbind them from you, so you have time. I don't know how much.
That is the message that I've gotten from everyone so far. Knows if that time means 10 minutes, 10 days, or 10 years.
Wish I could tell you, though I'm certain it's not 10 years. You probably have days at most.
That is my sense as well. I think now we're What we have to deal with is the curse weighing on our shoulders so we can properly face the troubles to come. Zalara, I'm going to want to hear more about your research, but honestly, I don't have the mind to pick it apart right now.
I understand. Just please make sure you consult with me before you go after Willem. He
Of
completed a
course.
ritual in the woods around the library. Very dangerous to travel there without figuring out something.
Understood. For now, let's get you comfortable. We can speak in a few hours or so.
You guys both see one of the Harrowing Three, Fabrina, walking up behind Crunk, just looming over him. And then, sorry, what?
But do you still have the shears, Crunk?
Yes?
Can I grab them and try to stab her, Chase?
Yeah, as you go to stab, you're gonna hear, "Hey, whoa, come on, settle down. You forget I do this."
Guy?
Yeah, I'm fixed.
Of all the people to turn into.
Guy! I'm gonna give him a big hug.
Hey, you're the one who made me this way.
You keep saying that, but we didn't fucking do that.
Guy, is the desert working?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it died.
I hope not.
So we've got a newcomer.
Yes, please make her comfortable. This is
this
Zalara.
one-
Zalara, this is Guy.
Pleasure, maybe. Are you gonna summon an evil snake creature and or angel to try to attack our realm? I sure hope not.
Willem really did a number on him.
Don't say his name, boss. I really just can't even anymore.
Guy,
Yeah?
if
New
you would be
boss?
if you would be so kind, is there a library somewhere in this place?
Yeah, you're free to use the library. I think he who shall not be named did take a bunch of stuff from it, so if you need anything filled in, we can see what we can do.
I will let you know. I also might need to borrow a pair of hands at least until midnight.
Lady Nocturne, Rue, might I suggest that you come with us to the desert? It has magical properties that removes curses. And if it doesn't work on this one, well, Lady Nocturne, it might remove your catification permanently.
Is that the one that risks killing you?
I don't think
Does it?
I don't think outright, or at least that's not how you described it the first time we slept there. But it does do a bunch of damage when you wake up.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I
That's
just
right.
think it gets really cold
The
and really
beating
hot.
is the one that can outright kill you.
That's right.
Ask me how I know.
I'll be
Oh, man.
honest, at this very moment, I'm not sure which curse is going to be stickier. The catification, as you call it, has been in my family for generations.
Oh,
But
deeply bound.
this new curse seems to be from a being older than the gods themselves. So, while I'm glad that we didn't try to fight them, I seriously hope that getting those scissors was worth it.
I do
Well,
too.
They did make this deck, and therefore this is their power. So maybe the desert will be enough to remove their own curse.
Let us find out, I suppose. Have I heard of this desert before, or is this...
You've probably seen it
given my
off in the distance.
my expertise in
Well,
curses?
it is a card, Chase.
Oh, it's
Yes,
a Harrow thing.
it's a
not-
Harrow thing,
I would not
yeah.
have
Yeah.
heard about it from like other curse lore. Okay.
No, yeah. Hey, kid, it says Birch in your head, Jack.
Jack will open the line, as it were.
You might want to skip the desert. We might want to talk about that thread you took.
What do you, Birch? What do you know?
Listen, I can't say much, but I can show you. But we're gonna have to take a night.
And I'm gonna have to live with this curse? I don't think we're gonna get another night here before we have to go deal with Willem.
It's up to you, kid. But it's something you might want to see.
Okay. I guess I have to trust you.
You don't have to trust me. That's the whole purpose of why we just defied those hags, right?
Well, if I can't trust the magic raccoon that is literally always in my brain, then who am I going to possibly trust?
I think Crunk would be really hurt if he could hear that.
Do you want me to do this or not? I feel like now you're trying to talk me out of it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just tonight, let's have a chat. Bring the thread.
Can we have a chat in the desert? There
I
isn't
don't
any
think
way
you're
we
going to
can...
want to do that. It's going to be a bit heavy.
Good. I'm so
Why did
ready
you
for
take
that.
that thread?
Is the thread the reason we're cursed? God damn it, Jack.
Hey, Chase didn't say anything. They might have been pissed. They got up and were mad after we casted Gate. That was before Jack stole the thread. So this maybe just fuel to the fire. Birch asked why I took the thread.
Uh-huh.
I guess I wanted revenge. That sounds so stupid now because it's... I doubt this did hardly anything. They had piles of it in the corners.
That makes sense. You don't explain yourself to me, kid. I was just curious. We'll get into it tonight.
Listen, I'm trying to be patient with you, but I have to be really honest. I am very, very over the cryptic conversations today.
Yeah, I don't blame you, kid. My hands are tied here, though. He puts his little raccoon hands together.
Fine. Jack will turn stiffly to Crunk. For reasons I have yet to see, I can't join you in the desert tonight.
Oh.
This is something I have to do on my own, I guess.
All right. Well, I don't love the sound of that, but I trust you. I'll head out there and I'll see if it even works.
I would recommend the rest of you go, for what it's worth.
Very well.
Well, I think that my hugeness is going to wear off soon, so I'm gonna head out now. Guy, get her comfortable, please. Laura, I'll be back soon.
I can't really get her a room, just so you know, because she's not.
Set her up in a place.
All right,
We have couches.
I'll figure something out.
We've got many rooms in the castle.
Listen, I'll figure it out.
She can borrow my bed for tonight. I will be not using it.
Oh, no, she can't.
Ominous.
It's very ominous.
Fucking Guy, let's go. I just want to know. I just want to know if I can get rid of my curse.
All right, you guys head to the desert, and Jack, you're going to meet up with Birch. Root, are you also going to the desert? We doing like a Burning Man type deal tonight?
Yeah, we're hopping in the trailer. We're going.
I don't get to come.
Oh, man.
Well, when you listen to your raccoon, Trash Panda, over your best friend.
All right, as you guys split ways, sun going down at Harrowcourt Desert ahead of you. Jack, your raccoon being cryptic, we'll go ahead and we'll call that a session. We'll get back to this next time.